Look at that color, deep red, glossy, clinging to every egg. Today, Amma reveals her secret gravy technique, a restaurant hack for peeling egg perfectly, and one small detail that changes the entire texture of the curry. Stay with me. Namaskara. Egg curry. Simple ingredients, but almost everyone gets at least one step wrong. The eggs crack while boiling, the gravy too thin, the spices raw. Today, Amma walks you through every single secret, her technique for placing eggs without cracking a single shell, her trick for a rich gravy, and why the oil floating on top is the one signal you should never ignore. Let's begin.
Welcome to Deepaks Kitchen. New video every Tuesday and Friday at 11 am. Come, let's cook.
Here is everything you need. Take a screenshot if you want. Let's start with the eggs. 6 eggs. Before we even touch the flame, watch what Amma does here. She places all 6 eggs gently into a mesh strainer. Now, bring your water to a full rolling boil. Once the water is boiling, lower the strainer carefully into the pot, easing the eggs into the boiling water together. This is a genuine restaurant secret. Dropping eggs directly by hand into the boiling water almost always ends with at least one shell cracking from the sudden impact.
Every egg enters the water gently and evenly, with no cracked shells, no wasted eggs, no egg white leaking out into your pot. This is exactly how professional kitchens do it, and it costs you nothing extra, just a strainer you likely already have at home. Now, boil for 10 minutes.
While boiling, add 1 tablespoon of vinegar into the water. After exactly 10 minutes, immediately transfer all 6 eggs into a bowl of ice cold water. This is not optional. The sudden temperature change stops the cooking process instantly, so the yolk don't continue hardening from the residual heat. Now, let's understand exactly what the vinegar did while the eggs are boiling. Eggshells are calcareous, made largely from calcium carbonate. Vinegar is mildly acidic, and the acidity gently reacts with the calcium in the shell, slightly softening the outer structure. This makes the shell noticeably easier to crack open and peel away cleanly, instead of fighting with the tiny stubborn pieces that pull away chunks of the egg whites with them. Watch this. Gently crack the shell and look. It comes away in a clean pieces. The shell doesn't stick to the eggs underneath. This is exactly what restaurants and hotel kitchens rely on to peel dozens of eggs quickly, without wasting a single one to a stubborn torn shell. This is Amma's complete secret to a perfect peeled egg every single time. Now take a knife and make small gashes across the eggs, just like this. Let's understand why Amma insists on this step. A whole uncut boiled egg has a complete smooth scaled surface. Masala and gravy can only sit on top of the surface, they can't get inside. These small gashes create tiny openings in that sealed surface. As the eggs simmer in the hot gravy later, the masala works its way into those openings, flavoring the eggs from just below the surface, not only around it. The result is simple. Every single bite carries real flavor, not just a curry coated outside with a plain egg underneath. Set this aside. Now 3 fresh ripe tomatoes, medium to small sized, and now Amma's secret technique for this gravy. For every single tomato, 1 whole cashew nut. 3 tomatoes, 3 cashews. This ratio matters. Grind this into a fine puree. Cashews are naturally rich in fat. When ground together with the tomato, that fat blends completely into the puree, giving it body and thickness that plain tomato alone can never achieve. You won't taste the cashew directly. What you will taste is a gravy that feels rounder, silkier, more complete. This is Amma's secret, and it's a small addition that makes a genuinely noticeable difference in the final gravy. Building the base. Now let's make the curry. A round bottomed pan with a thick base, 3 tablespoons of oil. Let it heat. When the oil is hot, add half a teaspoon of fennel seeds, that's Saunf. Add 5 to 6 chopped garlic cloves. Amma insists on this garlic here. This is important for a specific recipe. It builds a background flavor that you will notice missing if you skip it. Saute for about a minute. Now, finely chopped onions, 3 of them. Pay close attention here because this next stage is genuinely the most important part of this entire curry. Onions are the main flavor carriers in this recipe. Everything else, they all sit on top of this foundation. The onion build right now. To speed up the cooking, add a little salt now. Cook until the onions turn golden brown, not further than that. 3 to 4 minutes max. Watch this browning carefully. As onions cooks, their natural sugars begin to caramelize. This is what creates the deep golden color and that rich, slightly sweet savor base flavor underneath the entire curry. Golden brown and stop. That's the exact window. Look at this color. Now, 1 teaspoon of freshly ground ginger garlic paste. This is the moment Amma wants you to understand clearly. Fresh ginger garlic paste ground just before use carries volatile aromatic oils that are still fully alive and potent. Paste that's been sitting in your fridge for days or weeks has already lost much of its sharpness and fragrance. Using fresh paste here is not a small preference, it genuinely changes the entire character of the final curry. This is a game changer and it happens at exactly this stage. And now add a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder. Saute until the raw smell of the ginger garlic paste is completely disappear. Look at that. Perfectly incorporated. Now the spice powders. Red chili powder, coriander powder, half a teaspoon of garam masala powder, and here comes the cumin powder, that's jeera powder. For freshness, 2 slit green chilies. If you want it milder, skip this entirely. Flame all the way down to low, give it a nice mix. Let these powders fry gently in the oil. Look at this. Everything is perfectly incorporated, completely cooked through. Now, the tomato puree we made earlier. Cook this on a low heat. This is very important. Don't turn the flame up here. Cook until the oil from the tomatoes visibly separates and floats. 3 to 4 minutes. Let's talk about this. Why this step matters so much? Because it's easy to rush and it's the single biggest reason homemade curry sometimes tastes flat. When tomato puree cooks slowly on a low heat, the water content evaporates gradually, concentrating the natural flavor instead of diluting it. At the same time, the oil in the pan was absorbed into the raw puree. As the puree cooks down and the water leaves, that oil has nowhere left to sit. It rises back to the surface and floats. That visible oil is not a coincidence. It's proof that tomato has released everything it can and the raw, sharp taste of uncooked tomato is completely gone. Rush this step, your gravy carries the sour, undercooked edge. No amount of spice can fully hide later. Get this right, and the entire gravy tastes deeper, rounder, and complete. Now you can see 3 to 4 minutes have passed, oil floating on the top, gravy noticeably thick. Add a little water, adjust to the consistency you personally prefer. Increase the flame, cook until it boils again, and make sure the oil floats on the top once more. Now seasoning, add salt, adjust this carefully. Close the lid, allow this to cook for 2 minutes. Look at this, 2 minutes done and the oil is floating beautifully on the top again. Now the flavoring agent, that's kasuri methi. Crush it between your palms before adding it in. Now the hard-boiled eggs, gashes and all, straight into the gravy. Chopped coriander leaves, give it one gentle mix. Look at this. The masala is coating every single egg. Those gashes were made earlier. This is exactly where that flavor is soaking it right now. The flavor is soaking in right now. Cook for another 2 minutes. Look at that. Just 2 minutes and there it is. That vibrant color, that glossy texture, that healthy aroma. This is Amma's secret egg curry. 6 rules to always remember. 1. Lower egg into boiling water using a strainer, never by hand. This is the restaurant secret to a zero cracked shells. 2. Boil exactly 10 minutes with 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Then straight into an ice bath. 3. Vinegar softens the shell's calcium structure, giving you a clean peel every single time. 4. Score each egg with small gashes. This is how flavor actually gets into the egg, not just onto it. 5. 1 cashew per tomato in the puree. Amma's secret ratio for a rich, thick gravy, never more. 6. Onion to golden brown, and always use freshly ground ginger garlic paste at that exact stage. This combination builds the entire foundation of the curry. Before we finish, tell me in the comments, what do you pair your egg curry with? Steamed rice, roti or chapati, or even dosa, the way some households do it. And if you want Amma to make a specific pairing next, tell me which one, and I'll consider it for upcoming video.
That's Amma's complete secret egg curry. Make this today. Comment perfect curry if yours turned out just like this. Comment need help if something didn't work. I'll personally reply with the fix. And tell me, rice, roti or dosa? What's your pairing? Subscribe to Deepaks Kitchen. Hit the bell icon. New recipe every Tuesday and Friday. Until we meet again in the next video, this is Deepak Kshatriya signing off. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka. Namaskara.